Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the School Science. My name is Luke, and this is the match preview for Liverpool versus Everton. Now, I figured I'd give this a try just because we do delve into these and we do sort of fall out, but I feel like at the moment, with everything the way it's going right now with the channel, I've got high confidence that we're going to be able to actually make these a little bit more consistent. Well, I'd hope to make them a little bit more consistently. I was actually speaking to Dan, who's now going to be doing his Dan's Bluecast, and he's going to be doing this sort of stuff as more of a solo gig, and he's going to be doing his little live streams here and there. So I'll be excited to see how he goes with that, and I figured, you know what, I wouldn't mind actually dipping my toes into this as well. I wouldn't be doing these live. I can't. As much as I would love to do them live, I just don't have it in me to do these sorts of things live, especially on the channel. I don't mind going into the Twitter space and everything and doing it like that. But doing it in front of a camera live on my own channel, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to fit the channel's sort of vibe. I'm used to doing like me little over the top commentary and everything on Bramley Moore, as well as doing like other little bits and pieces. But playing bit parts in other people's channels, I don't mind that in the slightest. I think it's great. But yeah, going on to the Merseyside derby. It's a game that never plays out the way you'd expect it, to be fair. I mean, Everton, we've just got a new manager, come into some form. We managed to beat top of the league Arsenal. Liverpool, they're on a bit of a rut at the moment. They're looking at a bit of an aging squad. They've got a few injuries here, there and everywhere. They're in a bad way at the moment, Liverpool, but this is one of those sorts of things where you can say, oh yeah, Everton should be the favourites. Everton should be the top dog for this entire game. They should go in and absolutely batter Liverpool. It's never like that. Honest to God, it is never like that. Anytime I come up to a Merseyside derby, I always sort of keep myself, how can I put it? I put myself on the back burner of it a little bit. I just say, I'm going to sit this one out. I'm not going to say too much because I know for a fact if I put anything on the table, chances are it's going to backfire badly. And I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. I mean, like I said, Everton, we've run into a decent little bit of form for the previous game against Arsenal. Arsenal, with all due respect, they played well. They weren't bad even in the slightest. We were able to outplay them in the regards of outrun them in the midfield. Onana was absolutely brilliant. Decore put an absolute shift and a half in. Iwobi did well. Guy did well. The defenders did well. Mikalenko came into his own. He felt like a new player almost. McNeil played well. It's weird to actually say McNeil playing well because he's so badly left-footed. I mean, I've watched videos where he controls with his left. You never see him use his right foot at all. That right foot of his is purely superficial. It's there for show. There's no purpose in a footballing mindset. I barely ever see him make a touch with that ball, with that right. And if he does, it's not good. But yeah, also Dominic Calvert-Lewin, apparently, according to Sean Dyche, he was really happy with him. Really put a good shift in. He was just feeling up his hamstring a bit, so he's going to be a bit, as Sean Dyche said, touch and go. So chances are he's probably going to be on the bench, and from there, it's going to be a situation of maybe put him on for the last 20, 30 minutes. Depends on how you want to do it. It can be any way, shape or form. But yeah, regarding Liverpool, past few games, they just really haven't done well at all. They've basically been battered pillar to post by a lot of the opposition at the moment. They're really struggling. And Jurgen Klopp seems to be close to a loose end on it. He's got them in training, doing things that he wants them to do, and they just don't implement any of it into the matches in the future. It's not good for them. I really do feel for them because the way it's going, by the end of the season, they could end up in a similar situation to us. Not like, I don't mean get relegated or anything like that, or get near the barrel relegation, but down at the wrong end of the table. I mean, it was only a couple of seasons ago they were pretty much threatening for the title. They've won the title recently. So you got to feel for them in that regard. I mean, I'm an Evertonian. I would be more than happy to be screaming and shouting about Liverpool's demise, but the way it's going, it's not the sort of demise you want to see. You want to see them doing well, but just not getting the results. It's not like the way they're doing right now. It's like at the moment they're a limping dog right now. They're just a dog with a limp. They're not getting the performance they should be, and it's kind of sad to see them that way. And I mean, it's a sad case to see Everton the way they were. you never want to see a football team do that badly. You want to see them sort of lose the way a little bit, but not look completely and utterly down and out when they're going into games and getting thrashed by people who are at the wrong end of the table. But yeah, I'm going to make a little prediction on... This is the only sort of prediction I'm going to make. I'm not going to predict the score. I never do the score for the derby. Other games, yeah, sure. Might throw a prediction and say like a 1-0, 2-1, 1-2, 1-1-0. But this one, no, not happening. I am not going to make a judgment guess on the score. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say what potentially we could do as a starting lineup. Now, for Everton, what I'd be doing myself would be Pickford in goal. Also, bear in mind, I've just got this on the third monitor as well. I've had to take a note of it because there are a couple of injuries I've had to take into account, and I'm trying to think of formations as well. So, Pickford in goal. Coleman, Cody, Tarkowski, and Mikalenko as our defenders. Coleman, he's playing as great as usual. Tarkowski and Cody are a great little duo. And Mikalenko, as I said, he's coming into his own stride now. So hopefully this is the sign of things to come. Now for the midfield, I would be doing Iwobi on the right, Onana, Gay in the middle with Decore, obviously. So how I'd have it would be Onana and Guy as sort of like number sixes, ad hoc number sixes, with Onana given permission to sort of move up as number 8. And Decore to basically play as an out-and-out number 8. So basically what you'd end up seeing is you'd have sort of 2 with 1, and then Onana could make it 1 and 2 further up to just become that more of an attacking option. Something to sort of, how can I put it, stifle their midfields a bit and overwhelm the midfields a little bit, which we did in the Arsenal game. I'm going to say that quite a lot. And to top it all off, McNeil on the left. Obviously, as I said, he's got a brilliant left foot. He just doesn't have a right foot whatsoever. And then up front on his own, I would probably actually go for Demarai Gray. I was thinking of doing Ellis Sims, seeing as Calvert-Lewin's a little bit hit and miss. But I think Demarai Gray would be the more adequate sort of option. He's someone who likes to do long-range shots. He likes to get in the face. Well, not necessarily get in the face of defenders or anything like that. He's quite... he likes to get around. And if you have him as the out-and-out striker up top, I think he would be one of those sort of people that you're going to find pretty much covering the entire final third of the opposition's area. So I definitely would like to see Demarai Gray going up top. Now, I'm going to take a shot in the dark on this one. I'm going to think of the Liverpool potential lineup. And it's a tough one to say because I don't follow them all too much. I know of some of the players, but I'm going to take a shot in the dark on this one. I've actually went through a few websites, had a look what they're predicted, and tried to go for the common ground on that one. So, Alisson in goal. You're going to have Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Matip, Robertson. As defenders, as I said, they're missing Virgil van Dijk. Apparently, it's going to be Pickford's fault, as always. So, these are going to be the defenders that they're going to be using. And then, in the midfield, you're going to have Henderson, Fabinho. Bashektic? I don't know. I don't know that one. That's a new player that I've not actually seen before. So Bashektic, shot in the dark on that one. More than likely I've got it wrong, so please crucify me in the comments if I got it wrong. And Salah. So you're gonna have your Henderson and Fabinho in the middle. Fabinho being the number 6 for them, and Henderson being like the absolute centre of the park, trying to control the passing and everything like that. With Bashektic and Salah either side of the wings, and up top Núñez and Gakpo. Now, I love taking the piss out of Núñez just for the fact that he can't seem to hit a barn door at the moment, but I'll be honest with you, he's one I'm actually kind of nervous about because he is their fastest player. He is by far one of the fastest players in the Premier League. Apparently, Anthony Gordon is the fastest. He is also the fastest to a slide as well, so have a little look at the Bournemouth-Newcastle game for that one. But yeah, Gakpo's another one who's a bit of an unknown commodity. I'm not too sure what he's actually quite like. I should have done prior research on this, but to be honest, this is more of a spur of the moment sort of thing. I did actually just sort of get everything all set up and thought, you know what? I've just finished doing the Bramley Moore video. Why not do a pre-match one? Because I want to try new things. So this is one I've just sort of thrown out there. And just to sort of test the waters, see what you guys think. So I am very much curious what you guys have actually thought about this sort of thing. Nice little pre-match, little warm-up before the big game. I thought, you know what, why not? Let's see how it goes. Worst case scenario, you guys don't like it, and either I adjust it or we just can it all together. It's one of those. So I'm trying to think of the longevity of the channel more than anything, because what's going to happen over the course of the next year, Bramley Moore's going to get finished, and from there, this channel would end up serving no purpose. It would either become a memorial of what we've done over the course of the past 2 to 3 years, where we've looked at everything, how everything's been done, watched Bramley Moore get made, and then that's it. It's go on to something. It just doesn't do anything else anymore. But in all fairness, I'd like to continue getting my voice out there and talking about Everton as a whole, what could happen in the future. Let's say doing pre-match, post-match, just talking about Everton. So let's say the season's over, we just do like a little bit of a weekly thing, having a little talk about what's been going on behind the scenes, any of the pre-match stuff in terms of like friendlies, any transfer rumours, just general news about Everton. I'm basically plagiarising every other Everton fan channel out there. And I'll be honest, I'm going to try and do my best to make my own little unique spin on it. And as I know from a lot of people like to hear this because I've got a rather unique way of saying things. As a very certain person from Toffee TV said to me, I've got a very alligator sort of voice. But in any case, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, we have got the YouTube membership thing there. That is still going. If you want to be a part of it, we have got the usual tiers. So yeah, it does help significantly you supporting the channel because we're able to do other things. As I said, my microphone did come near. It was close to coming to the end of its life. At the moment, it is quite close to the end of its life. So we are going to be looking at trying to get a new one. But in any case, guys, we are going to be doing upgrades to the channel at some point in the future. Once things get a little bit more settled down with the channel, I'm going to try and do some more upgrades and everything. I mean, what you're seeing right now is one of the most clearest I've ever actually got the videos and everything. I'm made up with it because I'm using a nice Logitech camera. Believe it or not, I got that before the channel actually started. The microphone, ironically enough, I actually got before the channel even started as well. So this is actually a microphone that's knocking on about 7 to 8 years old. But yeah, to cut a very long story short, I did do Twitch streaming back in the day when I did gaming and everything. And this was one of the main draws. People went to the channel not because I was a good gamer. I was absolutely crap. I mean, if anyone ever watches me play Apex, I've got basically the shooting capabilities of Ray Charles. But people love to come just to listen to this. For some reason, the unique twist of Scouse, Kiwi, and other little things here and there have just made the voice very listenable. So yeah, guys, I'd like to just say I want to try and keep this channel going as long as possible because I've got a lot of opinions about Everton as well as wider things along the football lines. So I really want to try and, get something going, build some momentum. So showing these videos support alongside the Bramley Moore stuff is massively appreciated. But in any case, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.